Lucky you. Another edition of Rizzo and Jeff. Underemployed, Jeff.
Yeah, it's still the case. Sorry, we were just going through UIA unemployment papers.
Yeah, we were.
And reading through these interesting things, and it looks like you got to, and I'm going to have to do it too.
Yeah.
Attend a virtual appointment with a labor career advisor. They're going to, walk you through.
They are.
How to get yourself a gig, my friend.
Well, it'll be really interesting. We have a lot to talk about today. I'll read through this. Also, I want to shout out, we spoke with Mike and a few other people. We'll talk about it. But this woman, former Buffalo Jill, former Miss New York, owner of Studio East Dance, her house was a victim of arson.
Yeah.
So, we're collecting cans for her. I'm actually going to Batavia tomorrow to pick up, those 22-gallon bags. He's got 8 or 10 of them. So
yeah, you should. Maybe you should while you're there, just stop off for a swim. In Batavia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe somebody's pool, for instance.
Oh, absolutely. What's up, Ray? What's going on? I'll tell you this. It has been quite the adventure. It's been quite the day. I have, and I don't know how you feel, but we got a lot of response to our decision to not walk.
Yeah. And then look, the good thing that comes with Canadian wildfires is that what happens is we look outside in the morning, I do, and if I go with Teddy and stuff to take him out, and I go, Teddy, and I have to have a talk with him. This can't be a long form walk because of the smoke.
Right.
So we can't go for a long form walk, so we don't.
Let me ask you something. Hetzko, he called that, and I will say, what's up, our Italian friend?
I don't think Hetzko called it. Everybody knew it was coming. I saw it on Twitter 4 days ago. I just didn't send it to you. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter 4 days ago.
I thought Hetzko called it. I was going to give Hetzko the benefit of the doubt.
No, I might have even sent it to my mom, over the weekend or something.
Really?
Yeah, the wildfires are coming. I bet you I could find the picture.
So,
of the tweet.
So obviously, there's a couple things going on. First, I wanted to tell you guys that Jeff and I, we are going to do what
Saturday. Smoke from the Canadian wildfire.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Interesting. I don't quite understand how to say this, so I'm just going to come out and say it. Maybe you can correct it. I feel like it's time for us to do online hooking, maybe star sashaying, star soliciting, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the stars help out extremely. When we get them through, through Facebook Live, and appreciate everybody that's really helped us out with them. Even the little bit of sending those stars really helps out. But I totally agree with you.
I thought that, we could make this fun, and I'm obviously very behind on the comments here, but, I thought that maybe, and you brought this up, maybe Jeff and I will do things to our body.
Why does our bodies have to be involved?
Well, because
in any kind of physical thing? Is that the best you can come up with? Throwing your body into situations?
Here's the thing. I think that, for us to get on a mobility scooter, go driving through a Home Depot, something of that nature, right?
Okay.
Maybe someone sends 1,000 stars. Maybe that we do that. Or maybe as we go do that, they want us to, spank a passerby. Well, that's going to be 5,000 stars.
Okay. Well, look.
I was thinking we do some shit like that to kind of survive.
Listen, I'm up for all kinds of...
Please don't use your body.
I'm up for all kinds of suggestions of things that we could do.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate you, brother.
If somebody said, hey, would you guys... go get on the mobility scooters and run into things at the marketplace, Walmart. You know what? Yes, I would do that, but that's a 5,000 star boy. Okay.
So explain so how would we justify
the level of things? Depending on it, they're in the moment kind of decisions. I don't. I'm not putting tiers to things, but if somebody has a suggestion of something they'd like us to do, then sure. Am I eating the world's hottest pepper somewhere? Like a wacky, zany morning radio show.
So you're saying we could be like wacky morning men.
Right.
We might actually be like the quote-unquote wacky, dudes. Well, listen, I was thinking maybe we even do, some Are we having trouble with the sound there, Sweetums?
Okay.
No? No.
All right.
I will say this. I was thinking that maybe we could, all right, I'll throw out an example. There was an Obama phone today. I thought maybe I'll go get myself an Obama phone.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I know, yep, nothing's coming through, so it is what it is. I appreciate it. We can't see a lot of the comments. I thought, someone wants us to go and apply for an Obama phone. Maybe we get some Fozzies.
Okay. Yeah. Well, why would you want to do that? Those phones are awful.
Well, here's the thing. I thought that they were awful, but believe it or not, I heard that they were pretty damn good.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Somebody says, can you turn the AC down on the wall? Listen, we barely can live as it is.
Well, I think, what do? We keep the AC at about 73, 74.
Yeah.
We've had it running for the month. I can't wait to see that new bill come in. That should be a nice 300 piece.
Somebody says, I will submit, okay, so how much would it cost for baby hands to dye Jeff's hair? That's a good question. How many stars?
It is helpful if somebody does that, because.
What do you say, like 3,000 stars?
Yeah.
All right, so she'll dye his hair for 3,000 stars. You want me to dye my pubis? I don't know. I'd have to talk to the lady, but maybe 10,000.
10,000 for a pube dye?
But I would would show pubis. I would show pubis.
See, here's the deal. I have the L'Oreal hair dye. Okay. That I use. I've got off of Just for Men. The L'Oreal one doesn't leave stains on your skin and stuff when you do it.
Okay.
And Just for Men, it's a little tough. The L'Oreal one, everybody has switched to. And, so if there'll be some left over because I don't have a lot of hair. So there'll be enough for a pubis dye. So
meaning that if we were to take a bottle out of
there'd be enough for my hair and your pubis.
So again, you don't want us to say pubis again,
Okay.
Again, that's what we're going to do. We are going to sluttily, seductively work for stars.
Yeah.
So what do stars do for you, Bill says, who, by the way, thank you for shooting them over there to us. So basically, it's a way for us to pay rent, to pay the heat, the air, which is why it's on 74, because that's about as cold as it could get in here. Because
I think 74 keeps it surprisingly decent.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Now again, they want to take some stars from us to pin comments. No. So basically, right. It's an easier way.
Instead of cash apping,
right.
Instead of Venmoing, instead of doing those things that people don't like to do all the time.
Maybe you think that we're trying to pull a fast one on you. Maybe you think we're trying to pull the jib over your ween.
Right.
We're not pulling the jib over your ween.
No, not yanking on your foreskin.
Not yanking on the foreskin.
No.
Okay,
we're leaving the hat on.
That's
not taking it off.
We're not giving you a high hat.
Yeah.
So what we were thinking was people send stars. We've accumulated about 12,000 of them, right? And so what we decided to do was I was thinking about going topless.
Right.
But see, how much do you think it would be for me to do topless? I'll jib you, champion.
Yeah.
So $1 gives us 99 stars. So from that, we would get about 80 cents. Yeah. So it is.
So it takes some.
It takes some.
That's kind of how it works out, right?
But I mean, how much would it be like for would you want, like, if I wanted to take my top off? You said you dye your hair. I dye my pubis for 10,000.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you feel comfortable with? Do you feel comfortable at 2,500 popping your top, or do you need a little more? 3,000 pop your top?
That's 30. Yeah. Pop my top. Am I sitting tits out whole show?
Yeah, tits out entire show.
Yeah. 5,000.
5,000. Because it could be screenshotted and people could.
You can give stars to keep the top on. Yeah. You can. Yes, you can.
So I guess people could just screenshot it and then put you in a meme, send it to.
Yeah. Send it to other people.
Right.
I was also thinking about doing I got my eyebrows plucked. I was thinking about doing some grooming.
Mm-hmm.
I thought grooming.
Why does this all have to head to your pubes for things?
Well,
and again, dyeing our bodies and all kinds of stuff. There's a million things that we could do.
Okay, give me an example of something that doesn't have to do with your body, that doesn't have to do with pubes, I haven't even pulled peen. I haven't talked about peen yet, so give me an example.
What about a short form walk with us on North Clinton Avenue while we do the show?
How about this? Well, that got us in trouble last time we did. How about this? A bidding war. Top on, top off.
Okay.
That's not a bad. So here, actually, so what it is like, so it starts at like 50 stars. It's like 25 cents or 99 stars, and we get into a bidding war.
It stops, depending.
So if
it stays on,
right. So basically, we will do the show with our shirts off or on, and you get into a bidding war. Because we have to be creative here. Severance is done. As a matter of fact, just so you don't think I'm messing around.
And all these guys watching right now, there's no women. I bet that you would all love to see us with our shirts off. So.
All right, here it is. This is from the unemployment. Jeff brought it up. It says that I'm required to attend a virtual appointment with the New York State Department of Labor Career Advisor, and they're going to review my eligibility for unemployment insurance and provide me with ways to search for jobs. Now, what do you do if you're a radio show host? Do they just say, hey, screw you, go work at Walmart?
Yeah, they could care less. They could literally care less that you're a radio show host. That's not a huge concern to them whatsoever. So, what they're more concerned about is that you're going and you're going to get a job.
Here's the thing. I thought I was supposed to be good technologically, and I guess not.
I mean, we're really showcasing our talents here. For potential employers, we got our pubes. We're begging for our pubes.
Yeah, our stuff's trying to reconnect. Yeah. We're begging for pubes.
We're begging for pubes to be dyed.
We're begging for
begging for stars.
We're begging for stars.
We got 2-hour conversations with advisors in the state to tell us how to get a job.
And then it was nice to get a phone call from a listener who says his afternoons are just not the same. The people are starting to come back. This afternoon, sorry about that. We got a call and I screwed it up. He said his afternoons aren't the same, and I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, and the ratings show that
people
feel that way as well. Because the radio station took a real dip in the ratings, my friend. So. It's been a rough go. It's been a rough go for them, for sure.
It's been really hard. But see, what's been hard is that we don't have. I mean, we have our outlet here, but there's something about going somewhere 9 o'clock in the morning, getting your coffee, putting your shit together, putting everything together, getting it all done, and then like calling. Like Jeff and I would spend hours calling like Doctor Who.
Right. Well, it wasn't a task for me to get up and do those things. Right. I'm up anyway. So for me to put the show together and do something, it kind of, I don't know, gives you purpose in life.
It does. It does. It kind of gives.
Holy moly.
It does kind of give you a purpose. Now, for those of you that are re-tuning in or just tuning in, Jeff and I have decided that we are going to sell ourselves. We're going to sell our bodies. We're going to do dirty things. For stars.
Yeah.
Now that could be walking up and down Clinton Avenue with, you tell us where. You want us to go deep. You pay us enough. You send us 10,000 stars, I'll walk down on Rialto Street.
You want us on teacups at Seabreeze?
You want us on?
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, what do you want us on here?
That's right. You want
us prowling the beach? Saying obscure things to old men on the beach?
Yeah.
We could do things of that nature.
You know what? I never thought about that. We could actually go up to different people who are beaching.
And people tell us something to say, and then we say it.
Would I go live from the county jail? I'll tell you what. What would... We'd have to make something out of it. So we'd have to do we'd have to be at least $50 a person to go to jail. Like, right?
If we went to jail?
If we walked in and broadcast from the jail and tried to get in, I'd say the risk. So we would need, that'd be, you'd send like 50 Fozzies. You know what I mean?
I had a little county jail time.
Would you do, okay.
It's not awful.
Here's the thing.
That bologna sandwich was a little rough go.
What, in the Clank?
Yeah, in Florida. They had a triple-decker bologna.
Why is bologna the go-to for criminals? Why is bologna the go-to criminal drink?
Yeah, and but they had yellow mustard.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody said something about the teacups. They like the idea. Teacups has the highest puke rate probability at Seabreeze.
Okay.
Followed by the pirate ship. Okay, Jeff would be more likely to throw up than me. You don't like rides.
I don't like.
So
I don't. I like their water park there. I'm fine with that. I can just hang there the whole time.
No, that's not fun. Well, then you'd have to pop your top.
No, you don't.
That according to what we're doing, we are selling our bodies out. Okay.
No, according to we're selling our bodies. You're just trying to put me into this.
Jeff and I have agreed, ostensibly because I have made this up, that we are selling ourselves for stars. Mm-hmm. And so what that log flume topless, I'm all about that. I'm all about it.
I could log flume topless.
I do that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we try. Listen, I would even do like a whole, Rizzo and Jeff, like, what's that thing called when they do, how those those girls who are hot, like they do those, like, dance things on the pole. I'd even do that.
What's with you and shirts off and sexual things? I mean, what's the thing here? I'm giving you the teacup ideas, and you head back to having your top off.
Okay, all right,
do
fine.
Do you think Rob would see us with our top off?
All right, you know what? How about this? What if we go up and we start slapboxing people?
Okay. Who?
I don't know.
It's got to be people we know we can take. So it's got to be like some old guy hanging out somewhere, eating a chicken finger platter, and then he gets popped in the yap.
Hi, Dale.
What about it?
Slapbox.
Yeah.
What about Bobby Lons? Let me tell you something. Bobby Lons might be able to kick our ass.
Military man, I ain't messing around.
You're right. I probably wouldn't do it. Joanne just tuned in. No popping tops. Joanne, what we're doing is we're talking about ways that we are going to hoe ourselves out for stars on Facebook for rent money, and we're thinking about things that we could do.
Well, I want you to get creative, and like Baby Hands was right. Things don't have to involve us topless and in danger constantly. Okay. Like, we always put ourselves in a position to be in danger.
She's right.
Like we're trying to shock somebody into something,
Okay, so no body parts, no topless, no... Okay, so then, all right, let me think creatively for a minute.
I don't think your mind goes anywhere else.
I'll tell you what. What if we tried to do a Zweigel's Joey Chestnut hot dog eating contest?
Because you couldn't do it.
You're right, I couldn't do it.
So you wouldn't be able to do it.
You're right.
So you would suffer through, like you did with the garbage plates.
That was tough. That was tough.
Faked it
on
the video.
I did fake it, and now I could say, and let me tell you something. I do not know if for any amount of money I could eat a garbage plate. I mean this. I don't think...
Let's start talking, folks.
No. I'm not going to eat that. Dude, come on, man. No way. Dude, it'd have to help pay our rent, like, significantly. Like, you guys would all have to get... It'd have to be, like...
Everybody would come together.
Everybody would have to come together. It would have to be, like, dude, I don't know. Like, seriously.
100,000 stars? Like, what would it take?
Well, that would be $1,000. So okay. I think I could do it.
$1,000? Yeah.
Maybe $500 to $1,000 if everyone came together. But I would have to eat. Dude, I can't.
Well,
do
no.
that.
Well,
here's the thing. I can't do that.
They build the garbage plate if they come together. So you can't say now what you like and dislike about it because you might escape certain things in it that you dislike.
I don't think I could even. I mean, so that would be 5,000. I could chug a bottle of yellow mustard. I do that for 3,000 stars.
Yeah, you could do that.
I could do that, but
the whole thing would be hard for you.
Garbage plate, sober, drunk, dude, don't even matter. I'll do it stone cold sober. I don't like drinking. Plus, I'm on a lot of medicine. I don't like drinking as it is. If I did it drunk,
you might have to knock back at least one or two twisted teas.
I would, dude.
You'd have to.
I'd throw up. I would throw up.
I know.
I would throw up. Jeff and I did the video. Where were we? Were we at Shaler's? Where were we at?
We were everywhere. We went.
But where did we do the plate?
We did a plate everywhere. A lot of good. Nick Tahoe's got a plate.
So Tahoe's was the least covered with crap.
No. That's
right.
Wrong. That's wrong. Tahoe's. He had the mac salad in there.
I think they all have mac salad, don't they?
You were right. We did burgers in some places too.
We did. We went to the Brighton Tom Walls.
Yeah. I can eat a Tom Walls
But you can't do it. But see, we're thinking about things we can do, because you're right. I only eat about 5 things that we could do. And here's the thing: I don't eat shit, so I don't know. I wouldn't eat a plate from Dog. I faked Dogtown. I faked the plates. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, where was the other place that we went to? Remember, and we sat in the back, and the sales lady and her husband came, and then we took
Shaler's.
Okay,
Mr. Are you talking about Mr. Rochester?
It was in Webster. It was in Webster.
Well, it's next to the gas station in Webster.
It was in Webster. It's by the dollar store.
Was it by the Delta Sonic?
No, there was a dollar store on the corner. Remember, we pulled into the dollar store, and then we turned around and came back into it. We walked in. There was some big beluga fat kid that was at the front, and then they served it to us, and we went into the back room.
We did.
We stole a bunch of the pickles.
We
went in the back room.
We did.
Ate a little bit of it.
Yep.
You wouldn't, so you kind of like turned it towards me, and then I ate it for the video, and then we went out and we talked to Mr. friggin'
Rochester himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
growing up in this mess.
Loved it too.
All the great stories of his clubbing days.
Would you eat a fish plate, dude? No. No.
What fish is it?
I don't even care. What fish could be on a fish plate? I'm sorry. I'm not the author of the Inner Loop blog. I could give a rat's ass.
Yeah, that's a creative name.
About this a fish plate.
Yeah.
No, Lisa, listen, let me tell you something, baby hands. I love you, but, the hot chip challenge was sort of a wacky radio bit about 3 years ago. I can't do the hot chip challenge. We gotta be, we're going to Dallas.
Yeah.
We gotta be up here.
And that trip is an ass blaster.
Oh, is it an ass blast?
Oh, yeah. That hurt you.
Max has amazing plates, but no. Macaroni, you can't eat cold shit with hot shit. And eating a ghost pepper, let's see. Rat's ass plate across from you at Red Front?
No.
I could not. Okay, I would not eat anything from any of the places that are within a 5-block distance of where I live.
He's got some okay chicken downstairs.
You've not had the chicken.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fried?
Yeah. Pretty good.
The fried chicken?
Yeah, pretty good. And they have potato wedges.
You've had?
Yeah. Not bad.
Fried chicken?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Does a good job.
Do downstairs?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. He knows his audience.
I got to tell you, though, man.
And
the guy who buys stolen goods.
I'm telling you, man. And it's for a decent price, like $6. Yeah, like $6, you can get like a 6-piece.
Dude, the dude was like, the chicken below you guys rules.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey. Well, then, you know what? I'll tell you what. So we're just brainstorming. Think about it.
I actually had a wrap, too.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I had a wrap.
You've eaten there more than once?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had a wrap. The wrap's $7. Actually really good. They grill the chicken. Everything's cooked to order. So it's cooked fresh.
But you buy it raw.
Right.
So that you can...
Gotta tell you, he does these great garlic parm wings. Not bad.
Shots of Everclear challenge. Okay, here's the thing. I would have to know.
Yeah, I had that.
Oh boy,
that turned into a long weekend for me in Jacksonville, Florida, one time.
Yeah, listen, and Joanne, this is a good idea. Pool parties with fans at your house. Sell tickets if people wanted you to pop your tops. We could charge. We have to talk about it. I don't think anyone would pay to see us. Like, who gives a shit? Two people?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. But and then what would it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not that cool. I mean, we're not interlooping.
No.
You know?
No, not for $13 an hour.
No.
I wouldn't do. I actually probably wouldn't take any job for $13 an hour.
I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't live whipped cream off of your titties for $13 an hour, which, by the way, terrible idea, baby hands. We're not licking whipped cream off of each other for 13 or for whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Joshua Foreman popped in.
Okay.
He would pay Facebook stars for a banana hammock party. Now, I would consider a banana hammock party. Do you mean broadcasting in a banana hammock or just...
Yeah, just we're in situations where we're naked here, and I don't know why.
This isn't me. I didn't bring this up.
Okay, listen here, cue ball. You led the charge with this whole thing. okay? And the minute you get started, you put us in a position where everybody can't get off of it now, and then it turns,
I tried to do food,
and then it heads into dong chat, and we can't escape it. All right.
Look, I did not start it.
Yes, you did.
She said with the pubis,
and you did. So then there's no way out. We've dug a hole, and here we are. And now people's minds are in a position where that's all they want to see.
Well, you know what? Listen, we said that we'd hoe ourselves out for a few Fozzies. All right. Hey, what's up, Kim? We're coming up with creative ways. No, it's not dong chat. It's not.
Oh, it was heading there.
It was not. I said I would.
It's inevitable.
You said you would dye your hair. You said, quote, there would be enough left over for you to dye your pubis. That's what you said.
You brought up the pubis first.
I did bring up the pubis
first. And then when we went back to, baby hands dyeing my hair, which I've done for years anyway.
Well, that was a suggestion by a listener.
Right. You lead yourself to your pubis as if you believe that somebody wants to see your fupa down there getting dyed.
Listen, I believe that if I were to line up 10 people, never saw their face, and you could look at each and every one of their fupas, I bet you would keenly be into. I bet you that would be one of the more successful videos that we did.
Yeah.
We made, I think we did like 4,700 stars the last video, and I'm telling you, fupas and dongs keep people interested. They just do. It's violence, it's fupas, and it's dongs.
How are we doing star-wise here?
Well, you know what? We're not doing so hot. We're not doing because we're talking ideas.
Right. Okay.
All right, we're talking ideas. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there that maybe we should do some things that are interesting. I think that maybe we should. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to. I'm trying to be a business. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate it.
And we're brainstorming as we go.
Right.
Which is usually isn't my way of putting things together. But it's a nice conversation to have. But I can think of a million things.
Yeah. I mean, I think
watch us shoplift.
Okay. Now, see. Would you honestly give? Yeah, because I would give that a go for. See, there's not much I wouldn't do for money. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate it. There's not much I wouldn't do. But see, we're always putting ourselves in danger. So we live in danger, okay? We can't shoplift. You don't want to go, donging. You don't want to go naked. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you, dear. We're trying to come up with ideas for ways to get people engaged.
Yeah.
I'll make out with this Rosie O'Donnell doll.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to take some stuff on the road.
Okay.
If we're going to do those types of things. I believe it. Sitting here coming up with stuff, I don't think is always going to work. So it's about coming up with creative ideas that nobody else is doing.
So you brought this up the other day while we were talking in the kitchen. You said something about going to the zoo, and you said something about doing stuff with like animals.
Okay. Yes.
So what kind of stuff could we do with animals?
Ride them.
We could ride them.
Maybe there's some kind of pony rides.
Okay. I would love a good pony.
What about you follow us along as we go back to our old work and urinate on our boss's car? Now, how many stars would that be?
On the blue one? The blue beam?
Depending. We know what day all the bosses are in the building. So,
or would it be a specific person who thought we stole their parking spot?
I think you nailed it.
On video?
What other way is there to do it?
Kim wants us to do something with a horse. You know what?
Okay. Kim, we'll do.
How about this? I would compare my size to a horse.
Yeah. All right.
I would do that.
Any horse suggestions? Sure. Keep the horse suggestions coming. Yeah.
Go to Walmart, buy a wheel of raffle tickets, write your... Wait, what? Hold on. I got to wait for the comments. Write your Venmo, Cash App, etc. on all the tickets and keep your portion. On each ticket, put September 1st, we will go live and pick a ticket out of the hat and give 25% of the profits to the winner live on Facebook and put them all over the city. So we could do a raffle.
Okay. All right.
A Tijuana donkey show?
Sure. I would love that.
That would be a fucking
right,
blast.
Right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Bill. It's a creative idea.
So, okay. Because again, we have this thing that we're going to in August. So we'll be gone a couple days. I think we should maybe do something from Dallas.
Oh, yeah. We'll go from Dallas for sure. From the airport.
What if I said, everyone, I'll get on the hog.
The boss's hog in Dallas.
I'll get on the boss's hog in Dallas.
Now you got to remember, we're going to be if you look at the flights, we're getting in quite early.
We're getting in at like 11 a.m. right? We're flying to like.
Might be sooner.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so. So we might be pretty. I think it might be sooner. Yeah, I think it's like 8:30 too.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's like
right. That's right, because we're leaving at like 5 in the morning.
Right. So 5. I think it goes to Atlanta or whatever it is, and then it's over there. Remember, they're an hour back.
That's right. See, you know what? If you want me to pop my top during the virtual unemployment meeting, I would abso-friggin-lutely do that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Yes, that's right. I know we're crossing the time zone. I would get on the boat. Okay, so how many stars? And thank you, Ray. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you. How many stars would you have to get? Boss's Hog Ride. I know it's not updating here, but we got a lot more than that. So what? How many stars for you to get on the Boss's Hog? Really, really give it a ride.
I'll look. It's 2,500. I'll hop on there.
The hop and hold?
Can't promise the hold. The hold, we're going 3,000 stars. We get the hop and hold.
The hop and hold.
Hop and hold.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I think in Dallas, because I'll tell you what. The other thing, and I don't know how we're going to do this. I want our radio show that you guys know to be played in front of the entire radio industry, but I don't want you to look at us. I want you to look out at the crowd.
Yeah. We'll just set up the Facebook Live on our Facebook while we're there.
Right.
If they're okay with it. They might not like it, but who the hell cares? What are they going to do?
I don't care. Yeah, right.
So we'll just turn it so you can just see the crowd's face, the despair of them going, what is this? How'd this get picked? This isn't zany and wacky. So we're not talking about National French Fry Day.
Right.
Where to get French fries. That was on the morning show last week.
Was it really?
Spending,
where to get fries.
Talking about the best fries.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're gonna, and it's gonna be like, oh my God, what's up, girl? We have Cat Chat coming on. Like, it's gonna be that, and then you're gonna hear us, and we are one of 5 shows. So I want you to just watch the audience and go, oh, I was them.
Well, French Fry Chat has people employed, so who the hell are we?
You know what though? Is that? I got it. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, brother. Ray. Here's the thing. I think that if it wasn't a legendary, because I'm thinking about some of the people that could potentially be on the stage with us, and I'm thinking of what they could do. Like, there wouldn't be 2 shows like ours. Like, we have Mikey and Bob, our friends of ours. They wouldn't be up there too. It'd be too much. Right.
But here's the thing: we're not in a position where we can take the day off and talk French Fry Chat because. We're looking to get to the big city, the next level. Yeah. So what we do has to be completely different than everybody else. So and that's kind of why our show was that way. Now, not to say that we wouldn't have parked our butts here and did the morning show.
Oh, for sure.
After we retired,
when he wanted to, yeah.
I'm assuming initially it's what, and he admitted that he thought that was the plan.
Yeah. I think there is a lot of. What's the word? I think there are a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but I think everything happened for a reason. I think that, we're going to go to this thing. I think we're going to kick some ass. I just want you guys to see and come up with these ideas. Jeff's probably right. Maybe we go on location.
Yeah.
Maybe we do some shit. So maybe our next show, me and Jeff will go somewhere. And then, if you want us to go, and you remember, Baby Hands watches these, but if you want me to go up and be like, hey, how you doing, sweet thing? You know what I mean? Maybe I try to pick up a lady using my latest pickup lines.
Yeah.
Maybe I go and squeeze Tushy, my own Tushy.
Maybe you just record her while she's sleeping. You don't say anything. No conversation, no nothing. and it's just a half-hour-long video of her just sleeping.
Who? Baby Hands?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna say it. She's a Snorlax.
Okay, all right.
That's quite the mess. She even said nobody wants to see that mess. You both need to start drinking live and get to a point where you tell us how you really feel. Here's the only thing. People pay to watch people sleep. I would consider that if you guys would be into sending stars for that, I would shoot videos of her sleeping. You would do it live. But you have to understand, we're in a precarious situation.
Yeah. We
can't be getting drunk and telling people what we think about things because...
Oh, we could. That's, the Mike Calta show does that down in Florida.
Well, I'll tell you what.
They get the girl on the show, and as the show progresses, she takes like certain amounts of shots every 15 minutes, and by the time, and then she brings her mom in and gets her drunk too, so that by the time they get halfway through the show, they're annihilated and they just start talking about everything.
Okay, so maybe what he'd do is I'll get like Baby Hands to do that, but I'm saying like you and I can't get drunk and say how we really feel about certain things just in general. Because then that would put us in a precarious situation.
Well, okay, yeah, to a certain point, no,
when I get Mike Calta's paycheck, then I will do that.
Right.
I'll get drunk with Jeff, and you can moderate. Okay. How about you guys sketty wrestle the Clinton Avenue Bums? I'll tell you what, I'll sketty wrestle. But see, how would we do? See, I'd need a shower. Bill Connolly, what's it?
I thought about one today.
A sketty wrestling?
One of them, yeah.
Was it the pooper?
No, it wasn't the pooper. It was another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they really just bothering you?
A little annoying today.
Somebody came up to me and said a whole bunch of stuff. They were like, hey, you want a free phone? And I'm like, no. And then it wasn't a free phone. Turned out they wanted to sell it. It was an Obama phone. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about I throw the crystals out at the window at the Rough Riders?
Well, did you see the story about how they had an operation that they laid out all throughout the city, where the state police were involved, Monroe County Sheriff's Office, the city cops, and they confiscated like 22 bikes, handed out a bunch of tickets and arrests.
Wait, could we get a hold of the bikes?
They had like a big operation. No, they towed all the bikes back. So
I just saw 60 friggin' people riding down St. Paul.
One step at a time.
I'll tell you what, I buy some weed gummies.
Oh boy.
I gotta be honest. I don't do well with the weed.
Yeah.
You don't either.
No.
The last time we did the weed, we were at a friggin' haunted house.
Yeah, I don't do. I'm sad about that sometimes.
Yeah,
that
me
I don't
too.
do well with the weed.
Yeah.
I get paranoid.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out. I get jealous when I see
people who can have fun on the weed.
Right, like like Bonix, our buddy, who's Wiz Khalifa's DJ, and you see those two. Yeah. And they get high and they just laugh and yuck it up and like everything's just good, and then I'm just sitting there thinking, something's gonna crawl up my ass.
There's nothing like a bad ass crawl.
Yeah.
You know what though? Let me throw this out there. What if we were to go and it's yes, the weed thing sucks, but people were into the kink show. Think about this. We go to the kink class, we get kinky.
Do that?
Well, I do that, right?
Store. You sit there right at the corner at that light. You see Danny DeVito right at Medusa. It gets me every time, that goddamn DeVito.
There's a huge dick on the side. So DeVito's at the front, and on the side there's a dick. And if you're a subscriber to our Patreon, you'll see I did a whole video. This is like an 8-foot tall penis.
Yeah, but it gets me every time there. It's such a perfectly placed DeVito. So, yeah.
And it's actual size.
Yeah.
It's actual size. So let's do this. We've done well, and I appreciate Kim and Ray and everybody. So let's do this. Maybe our next show, Jeff, we'll be kind of on location somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. So not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Usually that's a busy day for us, but we will be on location, and we'll just kind of act like idiots and see if we can make a couple Fozzies like we did today from
you interviewed the kink person. Yes, we did. That was a quality interview too.
That was one of the best interviews. How did you find them?
I seeked out I found the Kink Society, and I emailed the Kink Society, which was, remember, it was a bizarre name or whatever they were called, and I sent the email, and then I just heard nothing, and then I think that we were 20 minutes before the show.
She called.
She emailed back and said, I'll do it.
And it was remember,
it was like Cricket. Cricket at whatever, yeah.
And apparently she's smoking hot, whoever this Cricket is. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. Let's see. I know, listen, Bill rents out his podcast studio. I'm not doing that. First off, this is our house. Second off, we'll be fine. Yeah. We are off to bigger, wait till you see. We're gonna
some things going on right now. It's just a matter
we just need to get through the next month or two.
If it's when. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that.
And it's big time stuff. So we just need to get through a month or two. And, if we're having fun dicking around, throw, some money towards rent, everything helps because, the Hokel hookup, I'm learning, is not quite the hookup that I thought it was.
Yeah. It's they can tax the shit out of you here, and then when it comes to when you need it, you don't get much of it.
When Daddy and Chi got their iHeartMedia Influencer of the Year bonus, that was
taxed like you wouldn't believe.
I didn't know it was possible to lose more than half your check.
Yeah, we learned.
We did. So we'll be doing, I guess maybe our next show will be live from somewhere.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll talk about it.
We appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to say to the good people?
No. Let's just let's keep your pubis out of things, okay?
Ray, yes, your trinkets help. I appreciate it. Bill, Kim, Dave, Stephanie, all of you, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll be live on location from somewhere special. Probably not tomorrow, but Wednesday.
Yep.
And we'll be cocking off.
Yeah. Again.
What?
Right to the dom.
The saying is dicking around, right?
Yeah.
So isn't cocking off better?
Goodbye.
Bye.